I'm starting a martial arts tournament. The Cell Game. I welcome any and all who think they can beat me. If you dare.
How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we have the AGL Cell and his EZA showcase. That is right. We finally have the first Golden Week unit of the 200% meta, the AGL Cell, and of course we have his opposite, STR Gohan. These guys, really excited for these guys' EZAs, honestly, right? Golden Week during the 7-year was one of the first ones during the channel. We had a lot of fun during that time. We actually pulled Cell to 79%, and honestly, he was one of the better TURs released during that period, at least up until worldwide. And even though his team was a bit lacking back then, it's actually much better now. He's got in a much better position now than he was back then. So we're going to go ahead and take a look. We got him Max Link's Rainbow status, and let's jump on in. So he's got Key 1, attack and defense 250%. He has a 50% chance of evading the enemy's attack, and when attacking with 12 or more key, he's got 170% attack and defense. When facing 2 or more enemies, he's got attack and defense 80%. And evasion and crit 18%. With 3 or more enemies, he's got 70% attack and defense, and evasion and crit 17%. When HP is 50% or more, he's got Key 2, additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack, and damage reduction rates, chance of performing a critical hit, and chance of evading enemies' attack 17%. Now, the 2 to 3 enemy passive, you're probably never going to proc, at least currently, right? Outside of SBR and ESBR, there's no fights with that many enemies, at least that you can take advantage of turn 1. So, really not too concerned about it, and as he changes into second and perfect form, that just gets absorbed doing his regular passive anyway. So he is greatly stacking attacks, so we do want to take advantage of that. So we do have him turn 2 here. Unfortunately, this cell is going to have to go slot 1 here, with no big bad bosses links, just because of how this worked. And that's probably okay, especially if we can proc a super here. Just like that. So now we get that revive right away for the cell, so we don't have to worry about anything.
Warning you, I won't fall for the same trick twice.
Alrighty, perfect. So now we actually have a really good setup here, because what we can do is rotate off the tech cell, and then we can rotate off this non-revive cell, and we can put the revive cell with this cell. So it'll take us a minute to get fully set up to where we're at, but that's okay. So we got 480k start of turn defense, which is actually pretty good. Really? This is what we're gonna do. Okay, so I think if we grab this, we want him to attack first. That's the thing. And there we go. We'll just save those 2, and then that'll give us 7. Yep, 7. Okay. So we'll say, so hopefully we get the dodges, and we can let Cell here attack. Yep, and we tank the normals. Perfect. So 23 million on the opener here. Alright, this Frost can't sell. I know can't stun. We get a normal. Alright, you want to get us an additional super? No. Okay. Alright, well that is unfortunate. 1 stack here. On a turn, on a showcase where we can actually proc the revive right away too, of course. Sounds about right. Yeah, so it's probably going to take us a minute to get where we need to get with Cell, because of how things are, how the rotations were, but that's okay, as long as we can get him built up. Now, hopefully we can make up for this turn on the next turn and get some extra supers, because that was awful. Yeah, actually, no, that was legitimately terrible getting 1 super. But at least it's easier to get the super, and like, the dude was, seriously, what? Like, everybody just said, nah, today is not the day for additional supers. That actually really hurts us. More than anything else. And then Jiren. We can't put Jiren in slot 1. He's gonna get slapped by the normals, especially if that's a super, isn't he? Okay, what's his... Okay, he might be able to go slot 1. It's better than putting 18 in slot 1, I can say that. Are you kidding me? Okay, alright, we're good. We're good. Alright, lucky us. There we go. Alright, we get an additional super out of Jiren. So Jiren, the guy with no built-in additionals, is the guy who does the additional super. Funny how that works. Alright, so we absorb 17 now. Alright, so taking a look here, right, at him. So now we have 280% attack and defense with key 2. We have guard while in this turn. And damage reduction rate and chance of performing a critical hit. And evasion, 17%. With 12 or more key, we now have 180% attack and defense. With 2 or more enemies, 120%. And evasion, crit, and dodge. Or evasion and crit, 18%. But again, we're not going to ever proc that. But with 50% or more, we get key 1. We have a 50% chance of launching an additional super attack. And we get 18% evasion, crit, and dodge. So let's go ahead. We're actually going to... Alright, so we are going to float off... Yeah, let's do this. So we're going to float off this STR cell and get the other one over here. Oh, we shouldn't have done that. We should have left. Alright, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Alright, but yeah, we're definitely going to tank whatever he throws at us this turn. There we go. Alright, with the defense lowering. Okay, so 41 million is actually what we're at this turn. That's actually real nice. There we go. There's one super. Oh, don't do this to me. Don't tell me this is going to be... Yep. Okay, so this is our showcase of one stack only per, because, I don't know, additional supers don't exist. That's unfortunate. Right? Because now this fight drags out longer, which means Perfect Form is going to have less opportunity with his best stats against the final boss of this fight. Unless we somehow one-turn Kaba. Right? That's about the only way. Alright, perfect. Alright, so let's pop that.
I suppose that was a good enough warm-up.
Alright, so hopefully if I grab this, it'll... yeah, okay, it'll fall correctly if I grab this. Perfect. It did exactly what I needed it to do. So, shifting the rotations this way, this will make sure that we're a little more protected. There we go, and now we know... Okay. So now, hopefully, between STR and Textile, we can just get rid of him here. There. What is going on with my additional supers today? Okay, post-revive. If we're critting, we should be able to take him down. There we go. Perfect. Jeez. That's unfortunate, because, like, could be a really good... I mean, this could have been a really good setup for Cell, but I don't know. No additional supers. But even then, like, you saw that jump, right? We were 41 million with only one super. All right, and no domain this turn now, too. That's even worse. Okay, so we got to pop this because we need big bad bosses. So we're going to have the chance to dodge there at the end, which I think is fine. So we do have guard this turn, and we have key 3 and attack defense 400%. Damage reduction rate, chance for a critical hit, and chance of evading enemies attack 35%. And for 3 turns, we have guard. We get additional 180% attack and defense with 12 or more key, and with 50% or more HP, we have an additional super attack with a 70% chance of becoming a super attack, and we have critical hit and evasion 35%. So technically, we have 70% chance to crit and 70% chance to dodge as long as we're above 70% HP, 50% HP, and then for now we have 35% damage reduction rate and guard. So that's actually really good. So let's grab that. All right, let's grab that with Kid Buu. Right, we want to maintain that big bad bosses as much as we can. All right, and then we'll chance the dodge with 18 here. All right. No dodge, but we do guard. I mean, this phase isn't that rough anyways, which again is also why I was hoping we would have finished the earlier phases sooner. But that was a pretty good... Okay, considering we only got one, that's not too bad. But that is, I mean, granted, we don't have the best of partners right now, and there's no domain. So next turn, it'll look a little better. Even though we are double supported here with Buu and 18, it's still not enough. But so given all of that, I mean, that's honestly not that bad. Obviously, last turn we had the support from Kid Buu, the cell links, and we had the domain up, but now we won't have the domain up, so it'll be a little... Once we get back to the other rotation, we pop the domain again, it'll be fine. There we go. We get a stun. Oh, that's right. I forgot 18 could stun. Okay, perfect. And then here comes the domain one more time. Alright, and let's pop this.
I suppose that was a good enough warm-up.
Alrighty, so actually pretty good. I mean, this one is going to get 7. Is that the best we're going to do? Yeah, let's go for it. I don't know if we can deal enough damage to kill. See, we could stand by Jiren, but if we don't kill here, then we move on to Super Saiyan Kaba here, and then he resets his HP. But if we kill him, I think we skip just straight to the hit. If we had more key spheres with Cell, let's try it. I think we can do this.
You can take it from here. The fighters who hoped to challenge me have already failed.
Yeah, that sounds about right for a key. Alright, I think we can do this, though. I think we can do this. 31 million. We needed more key spheres. Why? And no additional supers again. Okay, yeah, we definitely not doing this. Oh my goodness. This game literally just said we are not doing additional supers today. Oh yeah, yeah. Better key and more, and if he had actually done additionals, we could have absolutely done that. And Cell is not proccing his 55% or his 50% crit either. Yeah, alright, so that was a wasted Jiren passive. Yep, because now Kaba's HP returns to normal. And we got a whole phase to do. We should have just waited. Alright, do we still have guard? We do still have guard. Alright, so that's good. So we're actually going to slot to him now. Alright, let's do that. And then let's grab that. So Perfect. Alright, so we have Jiren support, we have Domain support, we have Boo support. So this is actually going to be a really solid turn for us if it goes well. Nice. We get the dodge on the friend. That is really annoying, though, that this fight has literally just been like, you know what? We don't want to do... yeah, we should have just left it. We should have just not even bothered. That's unfortunate. Alright, so what are we looking like here? Alright, nice little tanking there. 57 million, not bad. So had we actually had actual stacks, that could have been a lot greater. But, I mean, 57 is still good. 60, still good. That's still really good. Can we get the third? What do we get if we get the third? 64, yeah. Okay, so you see how much that each one of those is jumping up, right? He would be insane if things would actually go our way. If things would actually go our way, he could be insane. Okay. Terrible key here, but alright. So, he does cancel dodge, so I'm just going to pop this to protect 18. And I'm going to grab... Oh, jeez, again with the key. Like, we are changing the worst orbs. 6. That's what we're getting. 6. This is annoying.
Time to get serious.
Alright, here we go. Alright, well, at least we get the Dokkan attack. That'll help a little. He doesn't hit... So thankfully, Hit doesn't have that much HP. So this shouldn't be too bad. But he does have guaranteed crit. So that is what I'm a little worried about. Obviously, this turn, not so much, and that's the main reason. Since the dodge is canceled, I don't want him to crit I don't want him to crit Tech Cell or 18, because that's probably a death. Well, actually, this STR cell, since this is the unrevived one too, he probably not gonna tank it. Yeah, so Cell, as I've said before, definitely feel... Yeah, look at that. Jeez, that's terrible. I don't understand what's going on with my orb changing here. There we go. Alright, yeah, so, I mean, as I said before, STR Cell feels like an investment character. Like, he feels like a character who wasn't meant to be a leader, and, like, if you manage to grab him, you're kind of just holding out for him, Tech Cell, and AGL Cell to get a fully fleshed out sort of Cell team, because that's kind of what he needs. All right, let's do that. We're gonna have to take that and then get the AGL with Jiren. So yeah, we can't slot one him anymore. We could have possibly tried before, but definitely not now. So hopefully... Okay, nice. And there goes the super. Okay, what is this? 3 million super? Not bad. Okay, so yeah, STR Cell does tank the super. This is 3.6 million super. Here we go. And thankfully it doesn't lower our attack or anything. There we go. Okay, we're doing a bit of damage here. Okay, so we got Jiren on this turn. So we are getting his support. We're not getting any other support, though. Yeah, and see, that's the other thing about this dragging butt as much as it did. Oh, wow, he actually got up to 30 million here. Nice. You know, us missing those additional supers early on means that we're gonna lose the domain here at the end of this fight, which is silly. Just plain silly. 51. There we go. Okay. 54. So had we actually gotten the stacks, this could have killed him. Had we actually... Yeah, oh yeah. Looking at how much damage that did, had we gotten the stacks, this could have killed him. It absolutely would have. And again with the orb changing. What is with the orb changing here? 8. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and pop this and just to make sure we can finish the showcase. And if we're lucky, we'll get back to... there we go. Look at that. Okay. Actually, no. We'll just kill. That's fine. We saw what we needed to see. He can tank, and that's kind of all that matters. There we go. 20 million here. And watch this be the turn that this tech cell is going to get like 5 super, or STR cell. He's going to get 5 supers, and then tech cell is going to get all 3 of his additional supers. Couldn't do that this entire fight before, though. It'll be this one right here. 47 million, nice. There we go. Alright, there's the second super. What did I tell you? We couldn't do this at all. We couldn't do this in the early phases when it would have actually helped us move the fight forward. No. We do it here when I kind of wanted to get 1 extra turn out of AGL Cell. But that's fine. We saw what we needed to see. So, there you have it, folks. There is AGL Cell up against the Universe 6 Red Zone. Again, I do like using this one. It is a fairly decent showcase. The final stage is a bit of a challenge, so it does, you know, it allows us to see a little bit of what Cell can do. It's also one of the longer ones that does allow Cell to sort of build up, while at the same time giving us a chance to see what he's like against harder bosses with his guard up. Because, like, coming into Jiren, we're probably going to lose his guard before we ever get to the final phase of Jiren. And hey, that's fine, right? You just have to make sure that you have the SCR cells revive up and put him slot 1. But again, on Cell's team, it's kind of wonky because you don't want 2 cells floating around. I feel like if we get a new LR cell this year, this could really work, right? Because you could have that LR cell and tech cell together, and then the STR cell and AGL cell, and they'll work very, very well, or even vice versa, right? Depending on what the new, what that new character would end up doing. We're long overdue for a new Battle of Fate cell, right? The final episode of Android Cell Saga. We're long overdue for it. This one is technically from the Goku fight, so. I mean, hard to say when it'll happen, but if it does, I feel like SCR Cell and AGL Cell will be in a much, much better place when they are now. But even then, AGL Cell is in a significantly better place than he was when he released, thanks to actual, right, EZA aid and modern level cells to go with him, right? The thing about cells is they want other cells around them. That's just the way it is. So, guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and in the comments down below, let us know what are your thoughts on AGL Cell. I think he's pretty impressive. Considering the fact that we only got 1 stack each, and we still managed to hit up to over 64 million with the support, 50 million on average, like, that's still really good. That tells me that, like, had things actually gone our way, not only would we have killed Kaba and hit faster, it also tells me we probably would have been at, like, on those big supported turns towards the end, we probably would have been hitting closer to 60 to 70 million as opposed to 50 to 60 million, which is pretty darn good, if you ask me, for a TUR. So, guys, again, that's it for the video. If nothing else, thanks for watching, and aloha.